So I'm a little late to the party, again, but I was having technical difficulties. Carson Wentz had a whole little drama thing. It wasn't his fault. It's just some idiotic article written by somebody who really just wants to make a name for himself. At the end of the day, you can't trust everything you read. You know, you can't read something and instantly think it's true. He was called stubborn, selfish, I don't know if arrogant was in there. I read it all yesterday and I just completely tossed it aside. But like I see a bunch of people reacting to it today, like, you know, people like Stephen A. Smith, Shannon Sharp, Skip Bayless, those kind of guys, you know, the people that you watch on like First Take and Undisputed and whatnot. And it just made me want to, you know, actually talk about it because I didn't get to yesterday. It's stupid, you know, and you saw the very first person to come out and say something was Fletcher Cox, and then Malcolm Jenkins said something last night. You know, a lot of Eagles stepped up and said that this is complete BS and that Carson Wentz is the quarterback of the future, potential MVP candidate next year. They have the team is behind him fully. You can tell by the way that these Eagles that are definitely going to be here next year, like Fletcher Cox, Malcolm Jenkins, like I've already named, they are behind him 100%. And the fact that even if this article is true or not, and that some unnamed Eagles player did say this about him, number one, whoever said it is really positive that if he gets his name dropped, he's gonna get fired, because that's the only reason why he wouldn't say his name. You know, like that's the whole issue with going unnamed, is that it's gonna stir up controversy, not just in the media but in the locker room, and it's gonna split the party regardless, even if people say that they are with or against Wentz. You know, it could be taken either way. And the fact, in my eyes, I feel like this guy, whoever this unnamed player is definitely somebody who felt like he didn't do that great this year, or a bench warmer, you know, somebody who's been on the sidelines the entire season and, you know, just observes, you know, rather than actually play and practice with the guy. He's going to observe and not get as many reps with him as he believes he should or whatever, and he's just gonna say some stupid stuff like this. Like it's idiotic and it's unnecessary. And at the end of the day, Eagles players and the media alike handled it very well, because another thing, we want to talk about, you know, Carson Wentz and his struggles this year. The whole offense struggling this year. If you look at the stats this year, I saw this tweet and I should have favorited it, and I should have saved it because it's true. It's a fact. And it's that Carson Wentz had a better quarterback rating than Tom Brady, Jared Goff, Aaron Rodgers, and Dak Prescott. That is a fact, not only spoken on Twitter, but literally Pro Football Focus, NFL stats in general. He had a better quarterback rating. It's just he did start off slow, and we can put that both on him and the entire offense as a whole for struggling as much as it did this year with him in, and then of course with Foles in. Foles in the first 2 games struggled offensively. So, I mean, listen, once you get this guy 100% healthy, and the article did bring this up, which I do somewhat agree with, and I think it's more so on the offensive coordinator, because we had a new offensive coordinator this year, and Doug Peterson himself. Is the game plan development? I feel like the game plan wasn't great. You know, if we're going back to 2017 and the way we started the year all the way up to even how we ended the year, we never had a game where we really struggled on offense, minus the Seahawks, because the Seahawks are the Seahawks and they have our number, and then the Raiders with Nick Foles, the first home game Nick Foles played in 2017 last year, where we won 19-10 or whatever. That's one thing that I can agree with, is that we definitely did. We definitely overcomplicated things. Even if Wentz said he was okay with it, offensively with the scheme and everything, I feel like we overcomplicated it without a doubt. And that's not just on Wentz for, you know, going with it, saying he's good with it. He's most likely good with it. You know, it's one thing to, you know what you're doing, you know, off the books and off the papers, and then do it and execute it in practice, and then actually execute it in the game. And this year, you saw Carson regress a little bit. You saw the entire offense regress a little bit. I've personally, you know, I don't like to put the blame all on Wentz, because it's not all his fault, because it's a team effort, the team plus the coaches. They all form this team, and that's what it's all about. But if we're looking at it, yes, Carson Wentz favorited Zach Ertz the most out of everybody. But at the same time, with the plays that were called on, you didn't see much separation between wide receivers. And half the time when you looked at Wentz holding the ball too long, it's because he's going through his progression looking for an open receiver. And if he doesn't feel like it's there, he doesn't want to force the ball, goes to the outlet. He goes to Sproles, goes to the running back in general, or he goes to Ertz or Goddard. That's how it was this year. And I know that's a lot on him, but at the same time, it's on the coaches and coaching staff that make the game plan along with the quarterback himself. It's on all of them to notice what's not working and change it. And we didn't do that at all this year until Nick Foles came in, and we had to do what we did last year and change up the game plan to better suit him and his hurry up, quick throws, get them out of the way, and then of course play action, deep ball throw, all that stuff that he likes to do. At the end of the day, this whole drama with Carson Wentz was idiotic. I'm glad that it blew over like 5 hours. Like the video I'm making right now, it doesn't really matter, but I touched on other things because I wanted to talk about Carson Wentz moving forward. This team is going to be okay. There's a lot that we have to talk about as far as free agents that we can/should sign, and those that we won't be able to, because Brandon Graham is a big question mark. Golden Tate's a big question mark. Nick Foles is the big question mark as well. It's a lot of question marks, and we don't know what's going to happen, but we have the whole entire offseason to figure it out. It's only January, 22nd? So, hey, let's just slow it down a little bit. Let's just go with the flow. Let me know what you guys think about the Carson Wentz drama. Let me know what you guys think about our future next year with all the free agents and leaving and stuff, whatever is going to happen. Let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.